Hello and welcome to Quiz Time. I'm Jess, and today we have a nostalgic quiz. So, are you ready to go back in time? Let's go. In what decade was the Rubik's Cube toy released? 1960s, 1970s, or 1980s? The 1970s. Which historical figure did Mel Gibson play in the movie Braveheart? William Wallace, Rob Roy, or Arthur Pendragon? William Wallace. Every Breath You Take is a popular 80s song by which of these bands? Talking Heads, Duran Duran, or The Police? The Police. The Ricardos are a husband and wife duo from which classic sitcom? The Honeymooners, I Love Lucy, or Bewitched? It's I Love Lucy. Which of these soft drinks had the slogan Hits the Spot? Pepsi Cola, Coca-Cola, or Dr. Pepper? Pepsi Cola. How many members were there in the Beatles? 4, 5, or 6? It was the Fab Four. Which of these TV shows has had the most number of seasons? Law and Order, The Simpsons, or Gunsmoke? The Simpsons. What flavour was the original Tootsie Roll candy? Strawberry, toffee, or chocolate? It was chocolate. Can you complete the title of this classic TV show? The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, Benny, or The Man? Harriet, Ozzie and Harriet. Which athlete did actress Marilyn Monroe marry in 1954? Mickey Mantle, Jack Butler, or Joe DiMaggio? Joe DiMaggio. Moving On Up was the classic theme song from which of these classic TV shows? The Jeffersons, Different Strokes, or Three's Company? The Jeffersons. In which decade did J.R.R. Tolkien write the Lord of the Rings trilogy? 1940s, 1950s, or 1960s? 1950s. Who sang the classic 70s rock song Free Bird? Lynyrd Skynyrd, 38 Special, or Led Zeppelin? It was Lynyrd Skynyrd. Kevin Costner won an Oscar in 1991 for which of these movies? The Bodyguard, Field of Dreams, or Dances with Wolves? Dances with Wolves. Who sang the hit 70s rock song Highway to Hell? Aerosmith, AC/DC, or Deep Purple? AC/DC. E.T. and Indiana Jones were both directed by which director? George Lucas, David Cronenberg, or Steven Spielberg? Steven Spielberg. Can you complete the title of this 70s folk song? A Horse with No Name, Heart, or Saddle? A Horse with No Name. Tattoo was Mr. Rourke's little assistant in which of these classic TV shows? Gilligan's Island, Fantasy Island, or Mystery Island? Fantasy Island. Which fellow actor did Charlie's Angels star Farrah Fawcett marry in 1973? Billy Crystal, Jack Nicholson, or Lee Majors? Lee Majors. Who painted the classic painting The Starry Night? Van Gogh, Picasso, or Da Vinci? It was Van Gogh. Michael Myers is the name of the killer in which horror movie franchise? Friday the 13th, Halloween, or Nightmare on Elm Street? Halloween. Who sang the hit 1979 pop song Cars? Al Green, Elvis Costello, or Gary Newman? Gary Newman. Who played the role of Jessica Fletcher in the long-running TV series Murder, She Wrote? Margaret Rutherford, Angela Lansbury, or Julia Mackenzie? Angela Lansbury. The 70s sitcom Alice was set in what type of establishment? A diner, a retail store, or a hotel? It was in a diner. Who sang the funky 70s tune Jungle Boogie? The Tramps, Earth, Wind and Fire, or Kool and the Gang? Kool and the Gang. Who sang the unforgettable 60s song I Got You Babe? Sonny and Cher, the Carpenters, or the Osmonds? Sonny and Cher. What was the job of American TV sitcom character Murphy Brown? Lawyer, private investigator, or TV reporter? TV reporter. The Pearl, East of Eden, and The Grapes of Wrath are all novels by which writer? Mark Twain, John Steinbeck, or Ernest Hemingway? John Steinbeck. Who sang the classic 60s rhythm and blues song I'm a Soul Man? Sam and Dave, Solomon Burke, or Booker T and the MCs? Sam and Dave. Which actor starred in the 1970 thriller mystery They Call Me Mr. Tibbs? Richard Dreyfuss, Steve McQueen, or Sidney Poitier? Sidney Poitier. The truth is out there is the famous tagline of which of these TV shows? Unsolved Mysteries, The X-Files, or The Twilight Zone? The X-Files. Which comedian starred alongside Gene Wilder in 4 different movies? Richard Pryor, Flip Wilson, or Eddie Murphy? Richard Pryor. Can you complete the name of this 60s band? Cliff Bennett and the Marquis, Happenings, or Rebel Rousers? Rebel Rousers. Who played the character Tom Hagen in the Godfather movie? Richard Castellano, Robert Duvall, or James Caan? Robert Duvall. What was the name of the boat in the TV show The Love Boat? Heart Tugger, Wave Kisser, or Pacific Princess? Pacific Princess. Who sang the timeless classic Sitting on the Dock of the Bay? Louis Armstrong, Otis Redding, or Percy Sledge? Otis Redding. Which of these movies featured Tom Cruise, Rob Lowe, and Matt Dillon? The Outsiders, The Lost Boys, or The Wanderers? The Outsiders. What was the name of the band that Boy George was a member of? Duran Duran, Human League, or Culture Club? Culture Club. Can you complete the title of this cult classic 80s song by Rick Astley? Never Gonna Give You Up, You Away, or Let You Down? Never Gonna Give You Up. Which actor played Cousin Vinny in the 1992 movie My Cousin Vinny? Danny DeVito, Joe Pesci, or Al Pacino? It was Joe Pesci. Which band sang the 80s song Love Will Tear Us Apart? Joy Division, The Smiths, or Bon Jovi? Joy Division. What was the name of the rock band that Ozzy Osbourne was a part of? Motley Crue, Black Sabbath, or Motorhead? Black Sabbath. Which actor provided the voice of the genie in the 1992 Disney movie Aladdin? Tom Arnold, Billy Crystal, or Robin Williams? Robin Williams. Whose ear did Mike Tyson bite in their 1997 boxing match? Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, or George Foreman? Evander Holyfield. Who sang the hit 1984 single When Doves Cry? Michael Jackson, Prince, or Lionel Richie? Prince. Which US president was shot and wounded, not dead, in 1981? Ronald Reagan, Gerald Ford, or Jimmy Carter? That was Ronald Reagan, lived to tell the tale. Say hello to my little friend is an iconic line from which of these movies? The Godfather, Carlito's Way, or Scarface? Scarface. Emilio Estevez is the brother of which other famous actor? Bruce Willis, Charlie Sheen, or Patrick Swayze? Charlie Sheen. Who sang the cult classic 80s song Come On Eileen? Dexy's Midnight Runners, Simple Minds, or the Pet Shop Boys? Dexy's Midnight Runners. Can you complete the name of this cowboy movie? Once Upon a Time in the Valley, Badlands, or West? In the West. Complete this band's name. Huey Lewis and the Outsiders, The News, The Dynamos. The News. In which decade was the pinball machine created? 1930s, 1940s, or 1950s? 1930s. Who played the character Ross in the TV show Friends? Matt LeBlanc, David Schwimmer, or Matthew Perry? David Schwimmer. Which of these soul singers was shot and killed by their own father? Barry White, Isaac Hayes, or Marvin Gaye? Marvin Gaye. Which actress played Alexis Colby in the 80s TV drama Dynasty? Linda Gray, Joan Collins, or Elizabeth Taylor? It was Joan Collins. The rock band U2 are from which of these countries? Ireland, Scotland, or Wales? They're from Ireland. I love the smell of napalm in the morning is a classic line from which of these war movies? Platoon, Full Metal Jacket, or Apocalypse Now? Apocalypse Now. In what year did Elvis Presley die? 1977, 1979, or 1981? 1977. Man-Eater was the biggest hit song of which 80s group? Milli Vanilli, Hall & Oates, or Wham? Hall & Oates. What breed of dog was the movie Dog Beethoven? A Great Dane, a St. Bernard, or a Rottweiler? It was a St. Bernard. Who sang the unforgettable 80s anthem, The Power of Love? Peter Gabriel, Bruce Hornsby, or Huey Lewis? Huey Lewis. Who played Sally in the 1989 movie When Harry Met Sally? Meg Ryan, Melanie Griffiths, or Helen Hunt? Meg Ryan. Who sang the catchy 80s tune Burning Down the House? Tears for Fears, Dire Straits, or Talking Heads? Talking Heads. How many movies are there currently in the Die Hard series? 4, 5, or 6? It's 5. Can you complete the name of this rock band? Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, High Rollers, or Hired Guns? Heartbreakers. Who is the main villain in the Disney movie 101 Dalmatians? Lady Tremaine, Cruella de Vil, or Madame Medusa? Cruella de Vil. Live long and prosper is an iconic line from which of these classic TV shows? Star Trek, Mork and Mindy, or Lost in Space? Star Trek. Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, and Ace Frehley are all members of which glam rock band? Aerosmith, T-Rex, or Kiss? It's Kiss. Who did Oprah Winfrey interview in 1993 in the most watched interview in TV history? Michael Jackson, Tom Cruise, or Whitney Houston? Michael Jackson. Complete the name of this popular band from the 70s. Grand Funk, Bunch, Railroad, or Symphony? Railroad. Pop singer Björk is from which of these countries? Iceland, Finland, or Denmark? Iceland. What flavour was the classic kids' candy? Hot Tamales, raspberry, cinnamon, or ginger? Cinnamon. Another Brick in the Wall is a legendary rock song by which of these bands? Pink Floyd, Steely Dan, or The Who? Pink Floyd. In the classic cartoon, who was the courageous cat's sidekick? Marine Boy, Secret Squirrel, or Minute Mouse? Minute Mouse. Which country's singer starred alongside John Wayne in the 1969 Western movie True Grit? Johnny Cash, Glenn Campbell, or Marty Robbins? Glenn Campbell. Touch of Grey, Eyes of the World, and Fire on the Mountain are all songs by which rock band? Grateful Dead, Jethro Tull, or Santana? Grateful Dead. What colour were the chewy licorice candy Good and Plenty? Red and white, pink and white, or red and yellow? Pink and white. Who played Mary Poppins in the 1964 movie of the same name? Julie Newmar, Judy Garland, or Julie Andrews? Julie Andrews. What was the name of the Monty Python TV show? Sweet Parade, Flying Circus, or On the Buses? It was Flying Circus. Dwayne and Greg were brothers and founding members of which band? The Allman Brothers, the Doobie Brothers, or the Miller Brothers? The Allman Brothers. Which pop singer starred as Tracy Chambers in the 1975 movie Mahogany? Barbra Streisand, Aretha Franklin, or Diana Ross? Diana Ross. What was the name of the musical based on the songs of ABBA? Mamma Mia, Dancing Queen, or Waterloo? Mamma Mia. Who played the boy in the plastic bubble in the 1976 movie? Dustin Hoffman, John Travolta, or Ron Howard? John Travolta. Who sang the hit 1970s love song Love Will Keep Us Together? Seals and Crofts, Hall & Oates, or Captain and Tennille? Captain and Tennille. Can you complete the name of the 70s noir movie starring Gregory Peck? I Walk, Double Step, The Line, or My Way? The Line. Which of these classic candies turned into gum after you chewed it? Razzles, Lemonheads, or Starburst? Razzles. Who played the funky 60s song Green Onions? The Delphonics, Sly and the Family Stone, or Booker T and the MCs? Booker T and the MCs. Who played Barbarella in the 1968 sci-fi movie of the same name? Jane Fonda, Julie Christie, or Delula Lavi? Jane Fonda. Who sang the unforgettable 60s country song Stand By Your Man? Dolly Parton, Tammy Wynette, or Patsy Cline? Tammy Wynette. Who played George Bailey in the classic Christmas movie It's a Wonderful Life? Bing Crosby, Edward Robinson, or James Stewart? James Stewart. Can you complete the name of the 70s kids show Electra Woman and Cindy Charge, Dinah Girl, or Thunder Kid? Dinah Girl. Who sang the unforgettable 70s song I Heard It Through the Grapevine? Creedence Clearwater Revival, the Highwaymen, or the Everly Brothers? Creedence Clearwater Revival. Who wrote the award-winning 60s novel To Kill a Mockingbird? Betty Friedan, Harper Lee, or Sylvia Plath? Harper Lee. How many members were originally in Fleetwood Mac? 4, 5, or 6? It was 4. Complete the title of this 60s horror movie. Village of the Vampires, Damned, or Forgotten? Damned. I Want to Hold Your Hand was a popular 60s song by which band? The Kinks, the Monkees, or the Beatles? The Beatles. Martini shaken, not stirred is an iconic line from which James Bond movie? Dr. No, Thunderball, or Goldfinger? Goldfinger. Bryan Adams song. The Bryan Adams song Everything I Do featured in which of these movies? Dirty Dancing, Robin Hood, or City of Angels? Robin Hood. Who played the last man on Earth in the 1964 horror movie of the same name? Vincent Price, James Coburn, or Rod Steiger? Vincent Price. And your last one. Who sang the iconic 60s song Oh Pretty Woman? Elvis Presley, Roy Orbison, or Johnny Preston? Roy Orbison. So, how did you do today? Drop your score in the comments below and, of course, like and subscribe so you get notified every time we post a new quiz. And join us next time on Quiz Time.